Thank you for tuning into this episode of Walden Art, and today I'm going to be reviewing these brush pens. My friends at WALOWALO, they sent me this brush kit set, and it's a really nice set. It's 120 brush pens as well as fine liners. It's dual tips. One side is a fine liner, which I was really impressed about, and the other side is a brush. So let me show you. It comes in this nice sturdy case, just like a magnetic flap right over here. And then you can open up this flap. Let me show you. You open up this flap, and then you can place this flap down here. And then you can place this on the table. So you can see all the colors that you'll be using, as well as all the different pens, color pens. So let me pull one of these out to show you. So right over here, here's one of the brush pens. And then on this side, you get the brush right over here. That's the brush. And then on the opposite side, we have what I thought was pretty cool. It's the same color fine liner. So that means all this set right here, depending on what color you're using, each one of them has a fine liner on the other side. So again, there's 120 dual brush tips right over here. And then there's a magnetic case with all the colors that you'll be using. And I'm going to be coloring this piece right over here. This is a commission piece that I've done earlier, and I'm going to be coloring directly on this piece for the first time on this video. And then I'm going to be reviewing this and letting you know what I think about this product. And if you're interested in ordering one of these, I add links below this video description so you can order one for yourself. So far, let me give this a try, and I'll give you my review towards the end of this video. So here we go. So right here, I decided to use these markers for the very first time while filming this video of me working on this Captain America commission. So I opened up the box and I decided to just go ahead and dive right into it, test the colors on another Bristol board to see how the color looks and start coloring it. So the brand here is called WALOWALO, and this set is 120 different unique colors. There's darker tones as well as lighter tones, and each marker, now let me explain the thickness of the marker. If you can imagine a Copic marker, the thickness of that, or any other kind of alcohol-based marker, this marker is about 1/3 the size of the barrel. So it's more closer to like a pen, but a little bit thicker than a pen. And I feel that it does hold a lot of ink, because when I'm coloring, all the colors are vibrant. It doesn't fade. From the beginning to the end of this video, which took me about a good 2 hours to do this commission, the colors stay vibrant all the way. So that was a good thing. Now, on each of the marker, there's 2 tip sizes. One of them is a brush, which is a nylon tip brush. So when you're coloring, the color comes out fluidly. Now, when it was coming out fluidly, I was worried that it was so fluid that the colors will soak through and go through the bottom of the paper. But to my surprise, when I was done, it didn't. So that was a good plus. Now on the other side of the marker, there is a fine tip. the same size tip as a micron size 0.4 millimeters. So if that's good for signing your name, drawing with the colors. You can also go in there and go into small corner areas and color up those areas that you miss with the brush area. Now, when I got this set, what I liked a lot about it was the case. Now, this case, it keeps everything in order and it holds everything nicely. On one side, there's all the colors, so you can see what the colors are. But usually, when I do the color work, I don't really look at the colors on the board, or I'll just look at the color on the cap, and then when I pull it out, I'll just test it on another piece of paper just to make sure I get the color that I want. So that was kind of nice to see all that. Now, the flap has two magnets on the front, so when you close it, it shuts it tight. And then when you open up the display, and then like when you open it up to display the box, like how I have it on the table right here, there's also two magnets on the back that holds it in place. So that's very nice. So as I'm using it, I would just take it out and then color it, and I would try to put it back in order. I try not to pull everything out and then lose my order, because I like everything to be neat and organized. So if I'm using it at a convention, comic book convention, doing color commissions or doing commissions at home, I can find the colors at a glance. So it's a nice set. I will still test the colors as I'm using it. And right here, I'm doing this commission. And this commission is Captain America here with all the red, white, and blue colors. And then I'm doing all the lettering. So this is a pretty nice set. I would recommend using it. I was very surprised that it didn't bleed, because I was expecting it to bleed. One of the markers that I've used in the past, when I was done, not only did it bleed through, it bled through the paper, and then it bled through the table, and when I was trying to clean it, it wouldn't clean. This, I was using the same Bristol board. It's just your regular Strathmore comic book Bristol board, and I was coloring it. It was so vibrant and nice, but when I flipped the artwork over, there was no bleed through, which was a big surprise. So I was very excited about that. Now, I don't know if these WALOWALO coloring pens are refillable, but I imagine you can, because pretty much all microns and pens you could. I'm sure the manufacturer doesn't want it to be refilled. I don't think they have a refill, so this could be a disposable one. So once it's done, it could be the end of it, but I still recommend it. I mean, for the price, this set is under $40 on Amazon, and then when you use it, you can just use it, and when you're done, just get another set. It's not really that expensive. So right here, I'm just using some markers. I would use the same color, and I would go over certain areas again and again. Like, for example, as I'm painting the inside of the building, the comic book store, inside this commission, I'm using one marker and I'm going back, scrubbing over and over again. And you can kind of see different tones over there. I'm trying to mimic the illusion that there's a comic store inside, the lights inside, and shelves inside. So that worked out pretty well. And then this is just me doing the commission. And then when the commission is done, I went to check the back, and it was pretty good. I do recommend using this. So it's a pretty good set. Here it is. And there you have it. That's me doing this custom commission piece. I want to thank Facebook marketing team for having me work on this. Thank you, Alina, and thank you, Brad, for thinking of me. I'm going to be sending this to John, the owner of the comic book store, this original piece of art. So hopefully he'll be hanging it in his store. If you're in the area of his store, I'll add links below this description to where his store is located at. Tell them that you saw the video, and hopefully one of these days in the future, I'll be visiting the store myself and I can see it again. So that's my coloring piece right over here. Okay, this turned out pretty well. It was my pencils, my inks, and then my colors on the original piece of art. And that's my review of this WALOWALO coloring set right over here. 120 dual brush pin tips, meaning one side is a micron tip and the other side is a brush pin tip. Right over here, a lot of vibrant different colors. It comes with this nice case. Okay, so if you want to get one of these on your own, I add video descriptions below this video. The nice thing about this coloring kit is when I was done coloring this, one of the things I was worried about that there will be bleed through. When I look in the back, there's no bleed. No bleed, and the colors are very vibrant. So that was pretty good. So there you have it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell so anytime I have a new video, you'll be one of the first to see it. And if you want to learn more about me, my work in comics, check out my website. My website is waldenwongart.com. On my website, it talks about some of the Marvel comics I worked on, as well as some of the DC comics I worked on. A blog link, a lot of things for you to check out. It'll be a fun place for you to look around. And if you enjoy these videos, please think about supporting me on Patreon. My Patreon is patreon.com/waldenwongart. On my Patreon, there's different tiers that you can show support, so thank you very much. So until next time, grab your markers, grab your crayons, grab your coloring pencils, and start coloring. And remember, different colors, different layers, the more you color, the better you get. The more you practice, the better you get with anything. And there you have it. Thank you very much, and take care. Bye-bye.